Hey guys, welcome back to my weekly videos. This is my very first video for 2020, and in this video today I want to I just want to share with you guys my thoughts and opinions on New Year's resolutions and how I think that we can improve the next year and just in general the next decade. That's a big thing to say. So I just want to share with you guys. First thing I wanted to say is that for New Year's resolutions, I am an optimistic person and I believe in setting huge goals. However, something that I find that is more helpful with setting New Year's resolutions is to create more bite-sized, manageable goals so that it is more of a lifestyle. So to share an example with you, I have a friend who's a nutritionist, and she shared a story with me about her friend who wanted to start eating healthier, who drank coffee every day, and basically said that she does not want to drink coffee at all anymore, period. And then my friend said, why don't you instead drink coffee 3 times a week instead of 7 times a week, and as opposed to cutting it out altogether. Why? Because is it realistic to completely cut something out? Yeah, it is realistic. But what if it's not possible? What if it's not manageable? And then you end up kind of giving up on the goal altogether. Is it realistic? I guess the question is it a realistic lifestyle for you? So I really like that idea of cutting it down to 3 times a week as opposed to removing it altogether. It also depends on what the behavior is or what it is that you're trying to cut out. But anyways, in general, what I'm saying is that just like minimizing it, and that can be the same with anything, because let's just say if I never worked out at all, like not even once a week, and then I set a goal that every day, 7 days a week, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. and work out. Is that realistic? I mean, I guess I could do it, but how long would it last for? Would it be a couple of weeks and then I would give up on the goal instead of saying I'm going to work out 3 times a week and it doesn't matter what time of day? So basically what I'm saying is just not setting ourselves up for failure and not overwhelming ourselves, because it's, in my opinion, it's better to make a positive change and make some type of improvement than it is to set something that's unrealistic and then do it for a couple of months and then just throw everything out altogether. So that's the same with anything. If you want to drink more water, you're not drinking any water now. Is it realistic to say I'm going to drink a gallon of water in a day? Maybe not. But is it realistic to say I'm going to drink 2 glasses of water a day? Definitely. And 2 glasses of water is better than 0, and 2 glasses of water is better than a gallon of water. I don't even think that's healthy. Every day for a month and then giving up on it. So, however that applies in your life, just changing it into more of a lifestyle kind of goes hand in hand with that video that I talked about with To Hell with the Hustle, because it's just more of a lifestyle. The second thing I wanted to share, and I never use this quote, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, because that just sounds awful. Because I just find that once again, if we set ourselves up to whatever it is that you want to change for 2020, let's just say if you go back and you start like engaging in that behavior again, or you mess up, whatever it is. I think that we just need to give ourselves more grace is the word I think I'm trying to find. Give yourself more grace, because we're all just humans and we're doing the best that we can. The fact that you want to make changes and that you can identify what changes you need to make in your life and you're willing to make an effort, that speaks volumes about you. So just giving yourself more grace if you do mess up, because I mean, there's always going to be things that happen. What if I planned to work out, 5 days a week and then I got sick and I didn't get to work out for 2 weeks, right? And I just think that when that happens, we can become really hard on ourselves and just say, I messed up because I didn't stick to what I said I would do. But things do happen. So yeah, just giving yourself more grace with your goals and knowing that you can just get back on track slowly. And it's okay. The third thing, oh my gosh, I wrote it down on my phone. The third thing that I wanted to say, let me find it in my notes. Be careful who you tell your goals to. Just because, let's just say if there's all these amazing things that you plan to happen in 2020, I actually read this in a book, and I don't remember which book or what study it is. I probably should have looked it up. But I do find this to be true, is that it was actually proven that when you tell someone what you're going to accomplish before you have accomplished it, it removes the motivation to accomplish it, or at least some of the motivation. So let's just say if I was planning to climb Mount Everest. Why that example? I don't know. So let's just say I'm planning to climb Mount Everest, and I go on a Facebook Live and I'm like, hey everyone, I just want to let you know that for 2020, my goal is that I'm going to be climbing Mount Everest. I know it's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to start training. I have a trainer, starting to train tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, so before 2021, this is going to happen. Anyway, okay, stop. Anyways, so I do that. Everyone's praising me. Wow, that's so amazing. I can't believe you're going to do that. You're so courageous. You're so brave. You're such a hard worker. Wow, like all these things. I have already gotten my reward because I've gotten praise from other people. I've already gotten the validation. I'm not saying that all of us want to accomplish goals to be validated from other people, but I think that if we're sharing, like, look what I'm going to do, I'm going to kill it 2020, I'm going to do all these things, just to be mindful of asking yourself, why do you need to share with everyone? Just like, I'm just saying, like, just being honest and evaluating with ourselves, and only you can do that, to say, why do I need to share this with everyone? Because yeah, it can take away some of the motivation if you've already gotten the reward for it. And again, like, maybe you don't find that for yourself. I personally have found that to be true. So just being mindful. I think it's good to discuss and share goals with people that you really trust, like, family, friends, whoever it is that you really trust. But then I think that changes your intention altogether, because if I share with my mom and dad, hey, this is something I want to try to accomplish this year. Here's something I'm going to aim for. I'm not trying to get like a praise from my parents or validation. Whereas if I go and I blast it on social media, personally for me, I feel that I'd be trying to get validation. It's different. Some people do tell their parents' goals to get validation, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Just being mindful of what you're sharing with certain people. So those are the 3 points that I wanted to say, but just in general, yeah, I think that consistency really is key. Just doing the small things, doing what's before you every day, the small things, I actually find that consistency, that adds up a lot faster. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm always praying for you guys. I'm praying for anyone who's following me. One other thing I wanted to say. What was it? Okay. The other thing I wanted to say is that also to keep in mind, I think we set really high expectations. Like 2020 is going to be the best year yet. It very well could be the best year yet. However, sometimes our best is not always what God's best is. So just keeping in mind that, like, let's say this year you happen to go through a breakup and you're like, I thought 2020 was going to be the best year ever. Maybe that is the best thing that's happened to you, but you just don't see it yet. So just being mindful that all things are worked out for good. Don't despise what you see if it's not working out exactly how you want it to right now, because things do change, and a lot of these things have to happen. It's like sorting. Like 2019 for me was like a year of healing, and so many things were brought up, and I could say, I thought this was going to be the best year yet. I thought, I was over all these things. But no, looking back, 2019 was awesome because all of these like root issues, and just, we all have our stuff, was surfaced, and I was able to work on it this year, right? So just wanted to keep that in mind, that healing is important, that sometimes bad things that happen are actually worked out for good, and we just can't see it yet. So I am proud of you guys for having goals and for having big visions, and I believe in you guys, and thank you so much for watching this video. Share it with someone if you think that they would appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.